Hey guys, this week's video is going to talk about 5 things that amateurs do that you would not find tour pros doing on tour.
So on Wednesday I spoke about how amateurs do not drink enough water on a golf course. That can be said for, I'd probably say, 80% of amateurs out there. I'm not talking your high-end amateurs, England players, etc, etc. I'm talking about your normal amateurs that play weekly at your golf club. The key thing is making sure that you are drinking enough water, but also that you have electrolytes in there. You're playing a round of golf that is 4 hours of exercise. You really need to be re-supplementing your body with those minerals. I think I've got it right in the fact that it's sodium, potassium, magnesium, and what is the other one? I have no idea. No, sodium, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. And by adding an electrolyte into your water, it doesn't have to be flavoured, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, it can just be a pinch of salt, can really make such a big difference. It stops your muscles from fatiguing too soon, it helps with mental clarity, and that's just like the cheapest thing to add to your round of golf that might just make a difference in to keep your focus for those last 4 holes, 5 holes, as we all know that we start to get a little bit sluggish. So just by putting a little pinch of salt or getting a sachet of electrolytes and putting it in your drink can make a big difference. You'll find all the pros will have some sort of electrolyte in their drink. Myself, I do electrolytes, I do a little bit of creatine monohydrate. It just mixes in, and I just feel that it just allows my body and my muscles to not feel so tired and achy after I finish my round of golf. So that can be something super easy that you just add into your game straight away.
I really don't know if this footage is going to be any good, obviously. I haven't got John filming with me today. But this leads me on to my next tip that you would not find a tour player doing, and that is not knowing how far they hit their clubs. The amount of times I play with my dad and we pull up to the same par 3, we're stood there, we're off the same tees, and it's like 168 into a slight breeze, not heavy breeze or anything because I'm not that long, and I'm thinking, oh actually, you know, pins at the front, I'd rather be nearer, it's the better putt, I'm going to hit 5-iron. And I look over and I'm like, Pops, what you got? He's like, I've got 6. And I was like, you're going to need 2 of them to get there. What on earth are you thinking? You know, that is just such a classic thing, is not knowing how far you hit your clubs. This has been a big thing for me coming back from playing on tour. Is my mindset, I'm still seeing the course and how I hit it when I was on tour. I'm not that far behind it, but I'm not as consistent as I used to be. So I now generally try to be a little bit more generous with my clubs. And yes, I wouldn't go up a club if it was at a back pin, I'd play a bit more safe that way. But I really do have to think, how does my body feel? Am I likely, if I come up short, where is the trouble? You know, sort of things like that. You've got to give yourself the opportunity to be able to make the best decision, basically. And knowing how far you hit your clubs is absolutely key. You would not find a tour pro not knowing how far they hit their clubs. So another thing that I see amateurs doing that you would never ever catch a professional doing is going straight from the car park onto the first tee. And I'm not saying everyone needs to go and hit a bucket of balls or do a 40-minute stretch routine. I'm just saying moving your body, warming up the muscles that you need, your shoulders, your upper back and your hips, is all really you need to do, not going straight from the car park to the tee. You would never get anyone on tour doing that. So when you're warming up for your golf round on a Saturday, it doesn't really take that long. You just got to, even if you do go and hit some balls, you don't need to hit every single club in your bag before you go out. So it really isn't about hitting and smashing a load of balls. It's just about getting your body moving, ready for the game ahead.
I've played quite a lot over the last couple of days with a group of lady amateur players, a male amateur player, and another thing that I find that all of them pretty much did was not choose a really specific line off the tee. I internally monologue what I'm aiming at, what I'm trying to do with my shot, where I'm trying to land it, the specific thing that I'm aiming at. I think that it focuses in your brain, it focuses in your eye line. Also, you're concentrating on the right thing to do, the line that I want to take, the point that the ball's going to finish. And I think it actually takes away all of that negativity that you might have when you might be viewing the hole and seeing all the danger rather than the specific line that you're hoping your ball that's going to take. So another tip is just specifically choose a target, and I think I'll link a clip in here where I talk out loud because I want you to hear what was sort of going through in my mind.
Par 4, the 11th at Tudor Park. I'm hitting driver, obviously, because that's what I've got in my hand. Okay. Light green tree, left edge of light green tree at the backside of the fairway. I mean, that's pretty much on it. Yeah, I will take that.
Another thing that you will find that pros do so much better is having a strategy for the course. So not just standing up to a par 4 and thinking, oh, well, I can get away with hitting driver down there, or, you know what, I'm going to go straight at the pin. Professionals have real strategy for every course that they come across, and putting themselves in the best position to make the best second shot into the green. And often it's not going straight at the pin. Things that amateurs do is they love to go straight at the pin to get as close as possible to get that birdie. And often, if you were just to go for the biggest part of the green or the middle part of the green, you're then giving yourself the best possible chance to have a putt for birdie or make an easy 2-putt.